the Love You Miss You Bye podcast. Let's inspire each other. Hello and welcome to Love You Miss You Bye with me, Chanelle. So today I wanted to talk about the J-Lo movie. Last weekend, I didn't feel that good. I had a headache and I knew that I couldn't work on videos. I couldn't work on editing. I had to just lay down and just go with it. So I turned on the TV because I usually don't watch TV. This was a good reason to catch up on something, or at least put something on and fall asleep to it. I put on the J-Lo movie, This Is Me Now. I had heard a little bit, like it had gotten just crazy reviews out there. People were spouting hate and, a little over the top. Like, if you don't like something, that's fine. You don't have to be cruel and you don't have to be mean. So I didn't really know what to expect when I put it on, but it was pretty good. Like, I really enjoyed it. Of course, everybody knows that J-Lo can dance. So I'm watching the movie. It's about her jumping from relationship to relationship. That was me. Then, get it? See what I did there? Anyway, so she's talking about it and I'm connecting. There's this one scene where it's similar to an AA meeting, but it's about love. She breaks out into song in this scene and I'm just like a puddle of mush because the song is called Broken Like Me. And the lyrics they just got to me. It's really, really good. So if you do have a chance to go take a listen, you should. It's a really good song if you've ever had heartbreak in your life and felt like you couldn't get it right. I think a lot of us feel that way. I'm like, okay, well, I'm totally connecting with this. As we get into the next chapter of the movie, it seems like she has talking to a therapist throughout the whole episode, but okay, I'm not being critical. Please understand, I'm not trying to be critical. But to me, she lost me when she started dancing in the rain, talking, I'm in love. It's acting like she's done the work, like she's healed. I'm not 100% that she's done the work and healed. Now, maybe while she was in these relationships, she was seeing a therapist and she was working through her problems. But I've heard her say, just recently on the Kelly Clarkson show, she said, I had a fear of being alone. Where is the work on that? If her fear was getting into relationships and not breathing in between, she still hasn't really done that. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I can say. I didn't go out on this healing journey when I left my last relationship. It was traumatic. It actually propelled me away from men. I tried to do the dating thing. I tried to do all that. I saw a red flag and I ran for my life. I was saying I was out there dating, but I really wasn't connecting with people on purpose. I just didn't know it. So as I went through and moved through, I'd have like these spurts of no dating, dating apps, no dating apps. So, I saw a few people here and there, but I did not in any way or at all want a relationship. I thought I did. I really didn't internally. And that's why I wasn't making any connection because I didn't really want to make those connections. So I did the work. I have not been in a committed relationship for almost 7 years. That's a long time. I am happy. And that doesn't mean I won't be happy in a relationship. It just means I'm happy in my life. And I'll never settle for anyone just because I'm afraid to be alone. So with this, I'm watching it, and that's when the movie felt a little superficial to me. I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling that. I am not feeling that. It was very glossed over. But if you think about it, of course it was. If she wrote this movie, she paid for this movie, she directed this movie, of course it's going to feel superficial because she hasn't done the work. She hasn't done the work. I'm like, you know what? I am going to do a JLo episode on Love You, Miss You, Bye. But before I do that, I'm going to put some feelers out and see if I'm touching anyone with this. Is anyone picking this up in the movie? Besides the fact of, I don't like the movie, whatever. I open up TikTok. I have over 2,000 followers there, and they are not afraid to jump in somebody's comments. I'll tell you what. So I record a TikTok. Here's my problem with the JLo movie. It's not the art, it's not the dancing, it's not even the singing. My problem is she talks about how she went from relationship to relationship to relationship, and then she had growth and found self-love, and then she went with Ben. I don't think so. Because if the problem was she couldn't be alone, she hasn't been alone. She hasn't done the internal work to figure out why she keeps going from relationship to relationship to relationship. You see what I'm saying? There still was no growth there. She went from A-Rod to Ben. Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to last. I'm saying she didn't do the work. So whatever was there originally is still there. So that video right there went mini viral. And when I say mini viral, I'm saying right now, as I pull this TikTok up, it says 95.9 thousand. So I'm pretty confident it's going to be 96,000 by the time I'm done with this podcast. In that, though, even bigger than the views is when people stop what they're doing and not only watch your video, but they stop what they're doing and comment on the video, because that's where you can really start to make connections. And for the first time, I'm actually going viral for something in my niche: mental health, healing yourself, relationships. I picked up like 75 new followers. These people that are following because we're talking about healing in relationships, all relationships. And that is really, really cool. Like, that's the first time I feel like I'm building a community there. It gives me hope that, I really feel like as I move through the discovery of social media and the discovery of podcasting, I learn more about myself. I didn't go film Love You, Miss You, Bye last week at my dad's. You have those doubts, where you stop believing in yourself for a little bit. And that's what I was doing. I'm like, why does anybody care about this? Why does anybody care about me talking about this? It was just, I think I just needed a recharge, really. And when I recharged and watched a movie and was able to get up and post a TikTok, the universe said, don't give up. It was just a really good sign that I'm still heading in the right direction. It's really those things along the way that make me go, okay, I got this. Keep going. Don't give up. A breakthrough is ahead. Whether it's let me tell you, the breakthrough I want to have? I want to have my breakthrough on YouTube. That is a hard platform. That is a really hard platform. I think TikTok's easier for me for some reason. But yeah, and all the platforms are so different. I feel like Facebook's more of an older crowd, which is really my niche, but I'm not making movement there yet. I know I'm one viral video away on any platform of doing that. I did that on my Code Green Plant Simply Vibin' page on Facebook, and I had a video that went really viral. It was like 125,000, and I picked up like 1,800 followers. So I know it's possible. It's just finding the right content for the right social media platform. Yeah, it was really cool to have a video go viral last week. Back to JLo. Everybody is going to heal in their own way and move through hardships in their own way. And I'm not trying to judge the way that she moves through hardship, but I'm saying if you have a fear of something and you don't figure out why you have the fear of something, is it really gone? Or is there just a Band-Aid put over it? That's what I want to know. That's the question that I'm the most curious about. I think you see where I'm trying to go with this. I just wanted it to connect to you because it connected for me. I love falling in love too. I love it. I'm a love addict. I was a love addict. I know with 100% certainty, if I go and start dating, which I may, I don't really want to fall in love. Is that bad? Am I traumatized? I think I'm traumatized. I don't know. I'm just really happy, and I'm afraid because the past, I've always put myself last and it became about the other person. What's he doing? Should we go hang out? And it becomes a new life. And maybe I'm not ready to have a new life because I really like this one, if that makes sense. I really like this one. I like what I'm doing. I know if I added another person to my life that I wouldn't be able to focus on me. I wouldn't be able to focus on my podcast or anything else because I would be so in love and that would take over everything. And it has. My kids are grown. Trevor's almost grown. He's 15. He's about to be a junior. And I've given so much of myself to others. I see that I'm about to have 100% to give to me. And it's lighting me up. It's really lighting me up. And maybe that's what it is. I don't know yet. I don't know if it's the trauma, if it's the love for myself, if it's the excitement of doing what I'm doing. I'm not ready for a distraction yet. I don't want to fall in love right now. And that's probably when it will happen, right? Isn't that what usually happens? Like you're not looking for it and it hits you in the face. I'm telling the universe, give me a little bit more time. I really enjoy my life right now. Unless I find somebody or they find me that has the same type of drive and goals and joy and is just vibrant and living and can be a co-pilot and a co-partner for me on this, and we could do it together. Now that I can get behind. But I definitely don't need a needy person. I definitely don't need somebody that doesn't have a job, doesn't have a car, has so much trauma and baggage that they bring it with them to every relationship. But you know what? Here's the thing about growth. I think I'd be able to spot it really quick. And maybe when I was doing those apps, I did spot it really quick and I just didn't have time for it. So I guess in that aspect, it'll be fun. Plus, it'll be really good content to tell you about what I'm actually dealing with. So hang tight for that. It's definitely coming because this is about a journey, right? We're taking a journey together. So I will eventually have to go into that category. And I hope I don't scare too many people off because I have no problem saying I can only see you like once every other week or something. I don't know. So I was going to read through a bunch of ways that you could stand being by yourself. Stand yourself is really what it's about. And I read through it because I actually recorded that part of it at my house in my home studio and the mic was a little off and I'm like, I got to figure that sound thing out. It's really, really important. And I read through it and did it on the mic and it's a lot of the same things that we've been talking about. I don't need to read the article to tell you that being alone can really be great. Reading, lay down and read a book, watch a good movie, go exercise, get your endorphins pumping, go cook, maybe videotape it and put it out there if you're a really good cook. There's just so many different things to do. Do a podcast. Come on mine, hang out with me. Do the things that you didn't do because you were too busy focusing on your partner or your kids. You've got to carve out time for you. And if you're heartbroken right now and you're feeling sad and depressed, all of those horrible feelings, it's going to be okay. It was okay for me, and I've been through heartbreak a lot. But you know what? For the first time, I can actually stand myself. I mean, I could stand myself before, but I like myself. I'm not just standing myself. I like myself. I'm glowing. Can you not see that I'm glowing? And that is what I want to give to you. I'm not going to read an article right now about how to be alone because it's really about finding yourself. Self-help books. Do you know that that's how I got through my heartbreak? I couldn't afford a therapist. I had to listen to audiobooks. It got me through it. It'll get you through it too, whether it's actually reading it or listening to it. Guarantee you're going to be okay. You just got to find yourself. But once you do, once it feels like the pain's never going to go away, you walk through it. Then you look back and go, why was I even with that person? Why? I know I did a few times actually. But yeah, I hope that that's what you take away from this. We are stronger together. I'm trying to build a community. If you want to hang out with me on TikTok, Christy Chanelle, it's my name. All right, this is the part where I tell you to hit the like button right now while I'm talking, because I know a lot of my friends that watch these videos forget to hit the like button. So hit the like button. And if you want to support the show, there is a link below in my show notes and it says support the show. Hit the link. It'll take you to a little website that's mine, and it will give you an opportunity to donate. And I can use that for my next podcast. Stay safe and stay happy. Love you, miss you, bye.
LUMUB podcast.
Love You, Miss You, Bye has been brought to you by Christy Chanelle, LLC. But if you're looking for more information or want to follow us on social media, go check out ChristyChanelle.com. All the podcasts are streamed there and the YouTube episodes are there. So why not? You can also listen where all podcasts are streamed. This includes Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And lastly, thank you to you, the one that's listening or watching. I appreciate you so much. Love you, miss you, bye.